Everyone, SilverCheesecake, back to Danganronpa. V3 Killing Harmony. I gotta pick up my controller. Here we go. Alright, let's keep rolling. We're in the middle of Angie's murders investigation. So, we're at the Ultimate Anthropologist Lab. We're gonna check out a few things there, and then we're gonna go join the seance. So, let's do it. So, I was looking at the katana. Is there anything else? Whoa. That was weird. It lagged like a mother bleeper just then. Alright, let's not let that happen again. Alright, let me check with my sonar. Oh, the other thing, that's right. Anything here? Oh, yeah. Can I check the bookshelves? Anything with it? Bookshelves. Packed with books and scrolls. They're all weathered and old. No time to read now, though. No time to read. So let's look at this book. Kate's child book is still here. Q said that he has read it so many times he can recite it by memory. I suppose he doesn't need it to perform the seance. Maki roll. You can deal with the seance. I'll head back to the crime scene to re-examine the clues. Okay, I guess there's really nothing here to do. So let's seance it up. He said they were in the middle room. We're gonna roll there. Oh boy. Oh snap.
Hello.
Alright, we're just gonna do 2 bars, okay? We're about to do a seance. Looks like you drew that circle with a crayon. Okay. My voice cracked a little bit too. Alright. So, Kokichi tells me you wish to participate in the seance as well, Shuichi. You are most welcome to join us. Is what I would like to say. However, only 5, including the spiritual medium, may join. What a shame. Well, Keyboy, you're out. Why me? I agree with Kokichi. I was thinking of this for a while. Robots and seances don't mix. They're like toothpaste and orange juice. To be honest, I had the same thought. Your help was appreciated, Kibo.
Why you?
Don't any of you feel guilty for kicking me out after forcing me to come? That's why we're apologizing. No one's apologized yet. Fine, our bad. Just don't get mad and start shooting electromagnetic waves at us. Why would I do that?
Stop it.
Stop whining, Kibo. I want to start the seance as soon as possible. Fine. I won't forget this betrayal, Shuichi. I didn't even do anything. Yeah, right? So now, Shuichi has joined us. First, some warnings.
Do you understand?
Do not enter the magic circle that I've drawn on the floor. It is drawn with purifying salt, so it is easily disturbed when stepped upon. You drew this magic circle with salt?
That's correct.
I always use salts for magic circles. It makes seances more likely to succeed.
Well then.
Also, it's dark in here, so be sure to watch your step. If the magic circle is broken, not only will the seance fail, but it may also unleash a curse.
Okay.
You got it. I'll be careful. I'm surprised you were able to draw this without even looking at the picture.
Do not worry.
I have the entire document memorized, so this magic circle should be perfect. Of course, I also have the Cage Child's song memorized. You must do the same.
Do you understand?
I have copied the words to the song down here. Please commit it to memory. Everyone else has already memorized it. After all, you'll be unable to read it in the dark.
Huh?
You get to memorize the lyrics now?
Oh.
You're a detective, so I expect your memory to be up to the task. Here is the melody. You gonna sing for us? Oh boy. I listened to Kyu sing the song, and I did my best to memorize the melody and lyrics. Oh, do I get to sing it to the beat? That would be banging. Alright, I think I've got it now. Your memory is extraordinary. You are indeed the ultimate detective.
Well then.
Let us begin the ritual right away.
How exciting!
Yay, we finally get to see Angie!
So then.
Before that, let's choose a spiritual medium. It would work best with a girl. Then I'll do it. Can't think of anyone but me that Angie's spirit should go in.
No.
I'll do it. Because if you're the spirit medium, you won't be able to talk to Angie.
Yeah? That's right.
You want to talk to Angie, right? Then I'll be the spirit medium. That way, you can say goodbye to her. after you finish saying your goodbyes, keep your chin up and live life facing forward. Survive with me and everyone else.
Please.
Tenko. You know, Tenko's an interesting character. She's all, degenerate male! But, like, she has moments like this where, she's very sincere.
By the way.
Also, Himiko, let me say this one thing. Expressing your feelings is perfectly natural. You shouldn't feel ashamed at all. So, if you feel like crying while you're talking to Angie, go ahead and cry your eyes out. You'll feel better when you do. Well, I mean, laughing makes you feel better too.
Damn it!
And venting your anger onto something can really cheer you up.
Yes.
Train your heart by crying, laughing, and venting your anger, Himiko. I think you've trained too much. You're probably right. Seems like the two of them made up. That's good.
So then...
So now that we've decided on a spiritual medium, let us begin.
Yes.
Alright, Himiko, I'll see you later.
Now, I would like the spirit medium Tenko to sit within the center circle. Please be sure to walk on the path, so as not to disturb the magic circle.
Make sure you watch your steps since it's so dark in here.
Next, you must be as a turtle within that circle. Please rest your forehead upon the stone marker I've placed here.
It's just a stone I got from the courtyard. Are you sure it'll work?
Certainly. It is merely needed as a marker for her forehead to rest upon.
Like this?
This may be uncomfortable, but please endure it until the seance is complete. Whatever you do, you mustn't raise your head or change positions.
Piece of cake. I have 5-star flexibility.
Dude, I'd be nervous if I was doing that.
So then,
Starting now, the rest of us must go to work. There are many things left to be done.
let's see.
First, we must place this iron cage atop Tenko. I shall leave that to Shuichi and Kokichi. And please keep in mind, walk carefully so as to not disturb the magic circle.
Yeah.
Okay, you can count on me. I may not look like it, but I'm actually super duper strong.
I shouldn't have lied. I'm way too weak for this kind of stuff.
It's made of iron. No wonder it's heavy.
Hold on! Don't just drop it on top of me!
I know. It wouldn't be very funny if a body discovery announcement happened during this.
Yeah, right.
Please don't jinx us!
I'm tired. So, next, we cover the basket with a white cloth, right?
Dude, this is so shady.
I shall take that role. All right. Everything is prepared. Tenko, how are you doing?
Well, I can only see the floor from this position, but I think I'm fine.
The final step is to place the wooden statue of the dog god atop the cage. The four of us may need to do this together. The statue is quite heavy.
Even with 4 people, it's still really heavy.
Oh, holy crap, this weighs a ton!
No, it is not much more than 175 pounds.
I'm totally wiped.
I could have used my magic to carry it easily, but seances and magic don't mix.
Are you sure it's okay to put something so heavy on top of the cage?
The iron cage was made specifically for seances, so it can hold this weight.
Okay. I guess that's fine then.
Now, let us exit the magic circle. Take care to avoid disturbing it. So then...
This is the point of no return, Tenko. After this point, you mustn't speak. The next time you open your mouth, it will be Angie speaking through you.
Got it.
Understood. I will not say a word until the seance is over. Okay, everyone. I'll see you guys after the seance. Hope so.
Well then,
The rest of us shall move to the corners of the room. Please go to one of your choosing. We each stood in a different corner.
now we darken the room. Kokichi and Shuichi are closest to the candles. Please blow out the candles. You should be able to follow the walls in the dark.
So go back to the corner of the room after it's dark. Okay, got it.
You needn't move, Himiko. There are many gaps in the floor near you.
Yeah, got it.
Oh, she's in that corner.
Once the room is dark, I will begin the song. Please sing along with me. Then, I will call out to Angie. Until she replies, there must be silence.
After the seance is done, Shuichi and I are supposed to light the candles again, right?
Correct. I brought matches from the warehouse, so please use those.
Okie dokie, then I'll blow out the candle now.
Oh boy. I walked up to the closest candle and blew out the flame. The room instantly fell into complete darkness. Pitch black darkness. So dark I couldn't even see my own body. Overcoming my instinctual fear of the dark, I moved along the wall back to my corner. Then began the singing.
At last, at long last.
Kyo led us all in the Cage Child song.
Young guard dog and little lost girl, sealed within an iron cage.
Oh, sorry.
At mountain's bottom, within the darkness, at last, at long last. How many will there be by dawn? Will there be two or just one?
Oh.
Will the guard dog run far away, or did it eat the little girl?
These lyrics are unsettling.
At last, at long last.
What the fudge happened? Why did I get an achievement for that? We finished singing the song, but I thought I heard an odd sound in the middle of it. What was that?
Say.
Is the Cage Child, Angie Yonaga. He began calling. Now if the medium answers,
Say.
is the Cage Child, Angie Yonaga. What's going on?
Say.
Is the Cage Child, Angie Yonaga.
What's the matter?
What's wrong? Why won't Angie answer?
Hold on.
Himiko, I was very clear that you were not to speak, yes? But something's weird. Why won't she answer? Maybe it failed?
Let's see.
Let's light the candles briefly.
Huh?
What? Is that okay?
Well.
Just for now. Confused, I walked along the wall back to the candle. I managed to strike a match and light the candle once again. Well, it didn't cave in, but she still might have fallen through or something. Hey, what's going on? Did it really fail?
That cannot be.
That shouldn't be the case. The seance was perfect.
What?
Is Angie not coming? Is that still Tenko in there? Tenko?
I see, yes.
I told her that she mustn't speak until the spirit enters her. She follows orders well. How will we let her out for now?
Hold on.
Wait, dark arts such as this need to be started and completed the same way. Those who remove objects from the magic circle must be the same who brought them in. If not, the spirit may stay in the medium's body.
Man.
Seeing how this was a failure, I don't think any spirit is sticking around. Whatever. Yeah, this is making me nervous. Wait, did I see like a hint of pink under there? Just like setting up, Kyo instructed us how to clean up everything. We were careful to remove everything exactly in the order Kyo directed.
Now, I will remove the sheet.
Oh no. Is that blood? I can't tell. Kyo pinched the fabric gently and pulled it aside.
Oh?
Yo.
Perhaps.
Something is amiss. Himiko ran toward the cage at a sprint. Himiko, I told you not to step on the... But she wasn't listening. She jumped onto the cage and... Fueled by desperation, Himiko grabbed the cage, lifted up, and... You gotta be kidding, dude. Are you serious? Oh my god. What the fudge? What the fudge?
Really?
Who would have thought there'd be another victim during the investigation? Maybe Montefanny's green puke was predicting this tragedy. Alright, hang on. I'll be right back, guys. I gotta pause for a moment. Not just because I'm in disbelief, but I actually have to pause. Yeah, sorry for the delay. I found out somebody got murdered in the game.
Got what?
Got murdered in the game.
Like you?
No, the game I'm playing, Danganronpa. See, what happened was somebody got murdered yesterday, and then we had to do an investigation, and then we were trying to do a seance to talk to the person who just got murdered to get answers for who the culprit was. But as we were doing the seance, the spiritual medium that we used mysteriously just died. I don't even know what happened. Alright.
Ah!
Oh, the puke's color is normal now. I guess it was predicting this.
For now.
Everyone, please assemble in the seance room. Dude, what the fudge? The second body discovery announcement played. It didn't take long for everyone to come running.
What?
Tenko? Seriously? What is this? How did this happen?
How this happened?
Tenko, Gonta's so sorry. Gonta no could protect you. Shuichi, explain the situation. I thought you were conducting the seance. What happened?
Well, that's...
I don't know. What's happening? Well, this isn't no time to rise and shine.
What on earth?
I'm surprised too. I never thought a murder would happen during an investigation. Yeah, that's a first. I guess for now, you should maybe start the investigation right away.
Say.
Before that, I would like to confirm something. The culprit who killed Angie may be a different culprit from the one who killed Tenko, yes? What happens in the event there are two murders by two people? What if there are two Blackton? Will we need to find them both at the class trial?
That's right.
Now that you mention it, that's a good point. What would happen in that scenario?
Yeah?
What would happen? Manadam, what would happen? What would happen?
Not that.
Why do you look lost too, Manadam? I thought you were gonna run things instead of Daddy. I never expected something like this to happen. I don't know what to do. Really, I don't know. Oh man, they're so disorganized. If you can't decide the class trial's objective, they won't know what to investigate. Father always knows what to do. We should ask him for help.
No way.
Have you already forgotten? Daddy's in no condition to help us. Ugh, it's all our fault that Daddy ended up like that.
Yeah?
Huh? It's all your fault, Montefanny. Daddy, help! We don't know what to do on our own. We gotta use the power of love. That ought to snap him back to normal. That won't work. Father is just an empty shell now.
That's right.
That's not true. Anything is possible with the power of love. You don't understand that because you've never been loved before, Monadam. I love you, so please go back to normal.
Father!
I want to see you, Father. I love you with all my heart. Oh, you're making me blush.
Here I am.
I'm back. Were you good while I was away?
Thank you so much, my adorable darling cubs. With you running the academy, I was able to fully enjoy my relaxing vacation.
Oh, that tickles! Father's intense love is getting me all
Wait, I just noticed he's licking his old self, too.
Daddy, your tongue feels amazing! This better not awaken anything in me.
That's disturbing. Man, that vacation was just what I needed. It's important to take time off to relax. Normally, most companies won't even let you take time off to go on vacation. But I was able to do it. The secret is to just leave whether you get permission or not. Wait, so then, what does this ball do then? Oh, it's just a part-timer I got to cover me while I was gone. Here's your pay, like we agreed on. Now take it and get out of here. I thought you were supposed to be relaxed. Now that that nuisance is out of the way, what are you guys talking about again? Ah, that's right. What happens to your votes if there are 2 blackened candidates? Well, I have an answer for that. First come, first serve. First come, first serve? A blacken who killed the first victim to be targeted will be your target.
In other words,
If the blacken who killed Angie isn't the same one who killed Tenko, then only Angie's killer will be considered the blackened. Basically, Tenko's killer wasted a kill, and Tenko herself is a waste of a victim.
now then,
Oh, I'll add to the school regulations, so you can review it later.
go ahead.
I'll also update the Monokuma file. Do your best to investigate this murder too. Boy, everything's going so smoothly now that Father's running things again. You just gotta be able to take decisive action. Indecision is just the worst. You're glowing. You're glowing like a lamp. There's nothing better than being praised by my cute cubs. There's nothing better than spending time with my cute cubs. For as long as you live, I will never let any of you go. He just left us behind while he was saying he'd never let us go. That's why he's so amazing. Amazing. Please lick me some more, Daddy.
So long, farewell.
So to make sense of all that,
Listen closely.
if both murders have different culprits, then our vote will determine Angie's killer.
Nope.
We don't even know if there's a different culprit, do we?
Let's see.
True. We should investigate Tenko's death as well, just in case.
How exciting!
Aha! Finally, things are heating up. I'm getting so excited.
Piece of shit.
You effing psycho.
Shuichi!
This is bad.
Huh?
This is unquestionably bad. Can't believe Tenko was killed. Everyone's upset and confused, and I'm in no shape to help right now.
But you know,
This is where you need to step up.
listen up.
Listen, Shuichi. The impossible is possible. All you gotta do is make it so.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's check the Monokuma file first. Man. Victim is Tenko Chabashira, the ultimate Aikido master. Body was found in the middle of the empty floor on the 4th floor. Time of death is approximately 11 a.m. The only visible injury is a stab wound to the back of the neck. Stab wound on her neck. Same as Angie's cause of death. Doesn't look like a coincidence. Maybe it's Angie's curse. Curse?
Jeez.
God, not again. Curse? Oh my.
Hey,
What? Curse? Kaito, calm down. No way there's a curse. Don't screw around.
you're the one who's screwing around. Did you want to die?
Oh, she means it. Ooh. A dull sound reverberated through the room. Dung, 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 dung. Ooh.
Are you okay? My bad.
Shuichi. I'm starting to feel bad, but for a different reason. I'm gonna get some fresh air, so I'll leave this to you, a Maki roll. Kaido left the room, still a bit wobbly. Should we resume the investigation? Time is of the essence.
That's correct.
True. We haven't time to mourn Tenko's death, as our lives are at risk.
This is...
That's true, but Angie and then Tenko. And to think, earlier I was suspicious of Tenko. I'm sorry, Tenko.
How can this be?
It's all Gonto's fault. Gonto failed to protect friends again. Tenko's death caught us all off guard. Everyone is panicking. I have to keep it together. I have to work harder. Because I'm a detective. You know, it was a little off-putting that, like, it kind of seemed like
Well...
they didn't mourn as much as maybe they should have. I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying that's bad, but I don't know. It's like, oh, crap, another person died. Guess we have to investigate more. That's kind of how it seems like. You know, whereas, like, in the first game, it was like, oh my god, no, this did not just happen, did it? Oh, no, it really happened. It's too dark in here. We can't investigate even if we wanted to.
Got it.
I'm going to bring candles from other room to make this room bright, okay?
No.
That won't be necessary.
Ah,
That's not necessary at all. Why?
listen up.
Show him, Kibo. Show him your new power. New power?
His eyes lit up. I, Mew Iruma, the gorgeous girl genius, have installed a new function in Kibo.
Just leave it to me. I will become the guiding light that shines on you all.
Oh my.
Shine on, shine on! Shine on, you crazy fucking diamond!
Oh, man.
Man, what a lame function. Oof, function. Let me emphasize that N. We should have made him like a transformer or something.
It's okay.
But it's bright now, so we should hurry and investigate.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right. Oh, that's a truth bullet. Okay. I thought it was gonna be just like, what the heck is with chapter 3 killing 3 people? And I say 3 because the execution that's gonna come up. What if there really was 2 killers? That would be something else. I said things that made Tenko look suspicious, and now this. I'm sorry, Tenko.
Stop it.
Cry later.
What?
Huh?
Because.
Crying won't bring Tenko back. If we don't investigate thoroughly, we'll die too.
Okay.
I need to find the truth and pin down the culprit. For Tenko, and all of us.
I guess.
You're right. Tenko would want us to figure it out so she'd have no regrets. That would be the best way to apologize.
Well.
These floorboards seem a little unstable to you. Tough to walk on. Floorboards aren't nailed down. They're just lying on top of cross pieces. That's what Gonta told me. That's probably the reason they're a little unstable. They've only been laid on top. That's why they're unstable. Well, the boards are fairly thick and sturdy. Can't imagine they'd come loose easily.
Is this?
If someone wanted to remove the floorboard, they could easily do it, right?
Okay.
Yeah, I suppose.
Hey!
Himiko! Hey, Himiko! Be strong, Himiko!
Wait.
Gonta, if you shake Himiko that much, she's going to break.
What?
But she's not talking. It's like Himiko not even here.
Like I thought.
She must have been really shocked over Tenko. Let's leave her be for now. Okay. Himiko. Ugh.
Why?
First Angie, then Tenko.
How can this be?
Gonta's so ashamed. Why Gonta no could protect friends?
Leave it to me.
I will become the guiding light that shines on you all.
That cannot be.
Why? Why? Why did this?
I knew it,
Kyo, I know the murder was pretty shocking.
but of course.
Of course, I am shocked about that as well. But why did the seance fail? We performed all the steps flawlessly. He seems more concerned about that than the murder.
Ah, yes.
We performed the caged child again and summoned Tenko's spirit this time.
This is stupid.
Cut the crap. Just tell me what happened during the seance. Both you and Shuichi were present, right? Did she get killed during the seance?
I see. Yes.
True. It may be best to move past what happened, to know why the seance failed.
Is that so?
Whatever, just hurry up. At the time, in order to begin the seance, we had Tenko, the spiritual medium, position herself as a turtle within the magic circle, so her head touched the marker stone. Then Shuichi and Kokichi placed a cage over Tenko. And after that, I placed the white cloth over the cage. Then all 4 of us placed the wooden statue of the dog god atop the cage. Afterwards, we stood in the 4 corners of the room. Kokichi and Shuichi blew out the candles. Finally, we all sang the caged child song. The seance should have been complete, but now that you mention it, I remember hearing a strange sound during the song. It is a mystery to me as well. I thought someone may have tripped, perhaps. That was a pretty loud sound for someone tripping. Perhaps Kyo knows something.
What do you mean?
And then what happened?
Yes.
Ah, we called out to her, but no reply came. I had Shuichi and Kokichi relight the candles. And then we removed all the items from the magic circle in the opposite order. First, all 4 of us removed the dog god statue. I just realized dog god's a palindrome. Then I took the cloth off. Himiko ran over to the cage, and the moment she lifted it, it sounds like Tenko was definitely killed during the seance. But would it not be difficult in such darkness? Besides, she was inside the cage, yes?
Then?
And when was she killed?
Well,
That's a problem.
I see.
There's another problem. And that is, why ever did the seance fail? I simply cannot figure it out. Maybe someone moved from their corner. Did someone else sneak in here?
What's the point?
Obviously, since the seance was clearly a sham. Maki never was one to pull her punches. Kyo could be a little more concerned about Tenko dying. But, you know, whatever. The investigation is over and shut. It's all thanks to me for giving Kibo his new function. Now then, C Fu's killers, obviously. One of you stupid a-holes who signed up to do this bullcrap seance in the first place.
No.
Not necessarily.
Huh?
Seriously? The seance was clearly set up to lure her in and kill her. How could someone who wasn't in the room kill her?
Could it be?
Could you believe that Tenko was killed during the seance? Or so you believe?
Moron!
There's no other possibility, crapper brains. God, you don't even know that? It is true that Tenko was alive before the seance began. This is the point of no return, Tenko. After this point, you mustn't speak. The next time you open your mouth, it will be Angie speaking through you. Understood. I will not say a word until the seance is over. Tenko answered Kyo. So at that point, she was most certainly alive. When the candles were relit, she had already been killed. I mean, she was killed in the dark. I'm positive. What time exactly was Tenko killed after the candles were blown out? That may even be an important point of this case. Man, what a lame function. You should have made him like a transformer or something. Okay. Alright, let's get this investigation popping. It's the wooden dog statue used in the seance. I believe it's called the Dog God. During the seance, this wooden statue was on top of the cage. It took 4 of us to remove it. This wooden statue is pretty heavy.
If I remember.
Kyo said it was about 175 pounds. That's about the weight of 2 girls. What do you know about girls? Have you even touched a woman besides your mother? What?
I'm kidding.
Anyway,
Is this?
if this heavy thing was on top of the cage, then Tenko wouldn't have been able to get out easily.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right about that. It didn't sound like you were kidding earlier. Alright. It's the white sheet we used for the seance. This was placed on top of the cage. Kyo was the one who removed it.
Is this?
This cloth is pretty thick. It's similar to the window curtain, but it's completely opaque. And on the back, look, there's a blood stain on it, right around the middle of the sheet.
But
No hole in the fabric, which means Tenko wasn't stabbed through this cloth.
Okay.
She was stabbed while underneath the cloth. But it still managed to get on, the blood still managed to get on the cloth. That's interesting. It's the magic circle Q drew on the floor. Well, at least it was. It's been completely stomped over. I suppose it was unavoidable.
Well,
Was this drawn with salt? Whenever I perform a seance, I always use salt.
what?
Are you feeling alright? You sound ridiculous.
ridiculous.
I have performed many successful seances. Why, I've even had spirits enter my body. Shut up. I don't want to hear about your stupid delusions. Maki really doesn't beat around the bush. It's kind of refreshing, actually.
But
In any case, with all these footprints, I can't make out the original circle.
So what?
We'll find out in Kyo's lab. It should be written in the Cage Dog Village document. Isn't that right, Kyo? He seems depressed. I suppose that makes sense. Oh, can I not select the cage? Alright, whatever. The hole in the corner. That's gotta be a thing too, right? There's a small opening in the corner of the room. Doesn't look big enough for a person to get through, but still.
Is this?
A hole. Looks like there's space here too. Oh, hold on. I can see something below. Looks like something dropped down there. What? Something dropped down there?
Got a minute?
After we check everywhere else, why don't we go under the floor and see for ourselves?
Okay.
Right, let's do it. Oh my god, there's gonna be so many truth bullets. Ah, okay. This is the cage used in the seance.
Is this?
Looks to be about 3 feet high and 5 feet wide. It's a pretty large iron cage.
Okay.
Big enough for a person to fit inside. During the seance, Kokichi and I covered Tenko with the cage. We were supposed to remove it as well. But it was Himiko who rushed in and removed the cage first.
Hey,
Hey, look at this.
is this?
A blood stain on the bottom of the cage. Probably Tenko's blood, yes?
That's true.
Yes, I imagine so. The spatter must have been made when she was killed,
What do you mean?
which means Tenko was killed while she was inside the cage.
Okay.
I think you're right. Tenko went under this cage before the seance. When the cage was lifted after the seance, she was already dead.
Then?
If she was stabbed right where the cage was lifted, that would explain this bloodstain, right? Perhaps she wasn't killed during the seance, but the exact moment the cage was lifted? That is a possibility. Wow. There's a rock next to Tenko's body. This must be... Please rest your forehead upon the stone marker I've placed here. It's just a stone I brought from the courtyard. Are you sure it'll work? Certainly. It is merely needed as a marker for a forehead to rest upon. Like this? Tenko had her forehead on this rock, hunched over. She had to make herself small to fit inside the cage. Tenko's dead body. She took her last breath, crouched over like this. According to the Monokuma file, her only injury is the stab wound to her neck. This wound was fatal. This must have caused instant death. I didn't hear a scream during the seance. Ah, wait. Understood. I will not say a word until the seance is over. Would Tenko really keep her mouth shut despite the pain?
Nope.
Her death might not have been instant, but she couldn't have gone far before she bled out.
Huh?
What do you mean?
What's the point?
You were concerned about that, right?
Okay.
With a wound this deep, the victim is too shocked to do anything except die. You're speaking from experience?
That's obvious.
Of course. Quick deaths are actually my specialty. Well then, that makes sense.
By the way,
The real question is, what was she killed with? I don't see a murder weapon around. Might be below the floorboards. You're right, I don't see an obvious murder weapon. That could be a clue. Yeah. Ah. Ah, this floorboard is loose. And it's the one right under Tenko.
why?
Why is this floorboard loose?
If I remember
It
correctly,
wasn't like this before. It must have come loose during the seance.
Why?
Why would it come loose during the seance?
but
A floorboard this thick and heavy wouldn't have come loose easily. Then, someone must have loosened it on purpose.
hey,
Maki, we finished investigating up here. Perhaps we should go check under the floor?
By the way,
It seems pretty dark down there. What should we use for light?
that's true.
Let's bring a candle. If keep his light from up here, that should be fine.
okay.
Now I'll go get a candle. Move that floorboard so we can go down.
Okay.
Got it. I pulled off some of the floorboards near the hole and took the candle from Maki. Then we carefully made our way through the hole and under the floor. Oh my god, I feel like I'm playing the first investigation from Danganronpa 2. This is a lot more spacious than I thought. You can move pretty easily on all fours.
Okay.
Let's look around for clues.
Well,
It looked pretty stupid if we found no clues after crawling around in this dusty place.
Okay.
Yeah. Ah, oh my god, it's a scythe. Oh, sickle, okay. What's the difference between a scythe and a... Was it a scythe and a sickle? Blood dripping from the gaps in the floorboard. Fresh blood. This is definitely Tenko's. Look, part of the crosspiece that supports the floorboard is cut off.
That's true.
It's near the loose floorboard. The portion missing is about the same width, too. From what I could see of it,
That's true.
it wasn't broken off naturally. This was cut by somebody. There should be saws in the warehouse, so they could have done that. The question is, why? Another crosspiece is supporting the floorboard, so it might not fall if this portion is missing.
Then
So what purpose did this serve? Floorboard underneath Tenko's body is loose, and the crosspiece supporting it has been cut. If the culprit did all of this, then why? Oh my gosh, dude. There's so much crap going on. There's a sickle here. There's blood all over it.
Okay.
Blood on the sickle is fresh. This is it. This is the murder weapon.
is this?
This came from my research lab. It did?
Well,
Silk can be used to assassinate a target. It can be thrown without losing any lethality, and you can hide it under your clothes too. If she was attacked with this, she wouldn't stand a chance. The blade is about 6 inches,
that's right.
and since Tenko was in the cage, she wouldn't have been able to defend herself.
But
But even if this is our murder weapon, how did the culprit attack Tenko in the cage? The blade couldn't fit, or the blade could fit through the gaps in the cage, but could it reach her neck? Ah, crap, sorry.
That's true.
The cage is 3 feet high. If you were to stab into it with a 6-inch blade, well, it would depend on Tenko's posture, but I don't think it's possible. And her posture is the question.
Hey,
If she, like, was facing upwards. If the weapon's down here, the culprit must have thrown it away, right?
that's true.
Perhaps after killing Tenko, the culprit threw the sickle under the floor in the dark. Or, they could have been under the floor the entire time. Either of those is possible. Oh wow, gosh. Okay. Some of the wood is corroded and broken off, so you can see into the next room.
hey,
This is the wall of the empty room, right? Looks like there's wood along the wall. This part is rotted away. Looks like it's natural rot. This hole wasn't made intentionally. But I can get into the next room through here.
that's true.
If I remember correctly, the room next door is also empty, right? And the culprit could have gone from room to room by moving under here instead of using the hallway.
No.
True, but it would have been difficult moving around under the floor. We did alright because we had a light. Without that, it'd be pitch black. That might make it impossible to move around in here.
Nope.
And they could have used a light, like we're doing right now.
Well,
True. They used a light to move around under the floor? Is that possible? That makes Kibo a little suspicious. Oh, really? Cool stuff? Oh, I haven't done this one yet. Okay. There's a bloodstain on the ground underneath the loose floorboard. But that's pretty far from where Tenko's blood is dripping down. It's on the same floorboard, just at different ends. Why is there blood here?
Hey,
The back of this floorboard has blood on it, too. You're right. There's a little bit of blood on the underside of this floorboard.
what do you mean?
Did Tenko's blood splattered here when she got killed?
that's true.
I wonder. I can't really be sure yet.
Okay.
But these bloodstains are completely dry. There must be some reason these particular stains are dry. Huh. Oh boy. I think we finished investigating here.
Is that alright?
Maki, you want to head back up? Glad you asked. I was starting to get fed up with all this dust. After Maki and I crawled out from under the floor, we put the floorboards back and returned to our investigation. So we still have to reread that Caged Child book.
By the way,
We've only been investigating this room. You sure that's wise?
Huh?
What do you mean?
because
If Angie and Tenko had different killers, then the black one we need to vote for is
You're right.
the culprit for the first murder. The culprit who killed Angie. That's what Monokuma said.
then
So instead of investigating Tenko's death, we should be investigating Angie's.
Okay.
Yes, of course.
But
This is bigger than the killing game. For the sake of the two who died, I need to reveal the truth for both their deaths. I understand why you feel that way. But if we plan on investigating the other crime scene again, we should probably hurry. Alright, where... Am I just gonna go back? Oh, fudge, I keep pressing the wrong button. When I came to the hallway, a scene more surprising than I could ever imagine unfolded. What the fudge?! What?!
It's a lie!
Oh my god. You're a douchebag! Did I surprise you? Were you gonna scream and cry in terror?
Huh?
What are you doing? I don't know why I didn't think of that. Oh, sorry. Just a little lightheaded from blood loss. Yeah, this is real blood.
Why?
Okay, so what are you doing? I got curious about something, so I decided to search the empty room next door. Then suddenly, I stepped through the floorboard.
Huh?
You stepped through a floorboard?
So mean.
Jeez, that got me good. This. I tripped and fell pretty hard.
Got a minute?
If you're going to lose consciousness, do it after you tell us everything.
Ah.
Sorry, my bad. I guess there's no crosspiece supporting this floorboard, so I kinda stepped through. What bad luck. Crosspiece was gone. Does that mean... Oh boy.
Huh?
Confidence. Dreams. That's what the Killing Game is all about. Killing Game fans, hold your head high and watch with your own 2 eyes. Baseball, soccer, mobile games, they're all nothing compared to the Killing Game. The Killing Game just can't be beat. Behold, students, the entrance to the trial grounds.
I guess time's up. Oh man, it's because of you guys. I didn't have enough time to check something.
Huh?
What were you trying to check?
See?
I wanted to re-research the seance again, so I brought this document with me. But unfortunately, I couldn't find anything new that could be used as a clue. Kyo perfectly reenacted the seance as was written in the document. He drew his magic circle the same exact way as in the picture. Not only that, he used the same exact tools too. Nothing suspicious about the whole thing. Well, I wanted to check the finer details, but I'll tell you later about it. At the class trial, so see you there. He's stuttering more than usual. Kokichi left, the blood loss clearly affecting his footing a bit. Bloody Kokichi. That's bloody Kokichi. Let's go too.
That's true.
Yeah. Okay. Is Maki nervous? I see. So even she gets nerves sometimes. What are you staring at? Alright, I gotta end the gameplay there. Fudge. Alright, we're gonna start the trial in the next episode, I guess. So yeah, Angie and Tenko. Fun. Yeah. Well, anyway, thank you guys for watching. Like this if you liked it, dislike if you disliked it. As always, peace!